Well, hey guys, hey, good morning. It is Brent Abel here, webtennis.com from the Mission Hills Country Club, Rancho Mirage, California. The California desert. Another beautiful day here. Broken record. As I said yesterday, easiest job in the world for the weather guy or gal. They can probably just roll out of bed and just kind of say those same words, right? Yeah, another beautiful day here in the desert. Hope you guys are having a spectacular day wherever you are, even if it's in kind of chilly weather. I'm here to provide the service of, if you want to live vicariously through the guys and gals down here in the desert. Maybe I'm your guy. I don't know. Anyway, look, I do hope you're doing well today. And today is day 8 on the 7 around 7, which is my tennis broadcast every morning here, 7 a.m. Pacific in the desert. I mentioned we were going into day 9. But according to the calendar, today is the 8th. So I was one day ahead of myself. Anyway, today, guys, we are going to talk about kind of what's holding you back. And I'm going to relate it to a tennis story. But before we do that, I want to announce that tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, the 9th, I've got a cool guy, an author, who wrote a very thin book. And again, I do not preach diet. I share stories about what I'm doing with my diet. You're the one who's got to make up your own mind on it. And again, I'm just giving you options. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm giving you options as to things to consider. Anyway, this is a short little book by Cliff Yates called The Vegan Fountain of Youth. And Cliff's going to come on tomorrow morning, and he's going to share his story. And look, it's an interesting story about what he was before and then what he discovered and where he's at now and how that has, wow. I mean, what you talk about a transformation of a human being. It's remarkable, and it's a compelling story that you're going to want to hear. And again, it may not be enough to make you think, well, I'm going, from a meat-based diet to a plant-based diet. That's not the point. The point is to at least get you to, hear someone else's story in terms of what they were like before, what they went through, the struggles they went through, and maybe some of it, if not all of it, you can relate to and might inspire you to think about making a change or two in your diet. And if not, that's totally cool too. What else? I guess that's it. Let's talk about the topic of the day is, what's holding you back. And I've done this before where, this month, in fact, I'll just go ahead and just keep yakking without our notes here. One of the things on the list of 9 things that I detailed on day 1 on January 1st was pick one of those things to give up for the next 31 days. And it's basically just don't pick more than one. I mean, I know some people are picking more than one. That's fine. I probably couldn't do it because whatever I'm giving up, I'm probably white knuckling for a few days. There's probably some cravings in there. And for this month, my wife, and I are doing the classic dry January, no alcohol. And there have been other times in the past where I've said to myself, you know what, I think it'd be a good thing right now. Let's go for the next month. Let's wait till the next month, the first of the next month, to start the dry month, whatever that was. And let's say that right now it's the 20th of the month prior. And the reason I'm not going to start today is because, man, on the 25th, we're going out to a big party. And I can't, whatever excuse. And so that would be the thing that would hold me back from getting started on whatever the thing was. And the next thing you know is you go to the party, you'd made an excuse as to why, whether it's alcohol, whether it's food, whether it's sugar, whether it's whatever, and not start. And then the first of the month rolls around and you just kind of either forget about it or just go, nah, maybe next month. So this month, when Mai and I said to ourselves earlier in December, probably right after Christmas, what one thing should we give up? And I can't remember if it was me or her suggested alcohol. And And you know what? I kind of looked into January and said, well, have I got anything coming up? Is there any big family thing? Is there any big, social thing? And even though with the pandemic, if it's a social thing, yeah, we're kind of hanging outside. Okay. But still. And I just said, wait a minute, man, don't go there. Just don't even think about there. If there is something, then just figure it out. Just figure out how you're going to handle that specific thing where you're considering, well, I got to get ready, before I actually do the thing. And, so look, in the world of tennis, and I've done this before, and I see a lot of players doing it, and it is where you go out there and you decide, I got to go work on this one part of my game. And until I get this thing figured out, you know what? I'm not going to enter a tournament, or I'm not going to play a league match or whatever. I'm not going to play any practice sets because it's not worked out yet. And I learned when I did that is that, look, I would wait, never really kind of figure it out on the practice court, because where you really figure out that thing you're working on is when you put yourself out there in a match that counts. And in the world of tennis, the best way to do it is in a match that counts where the results are made public. Could be a tournament, could be a league match, right? Where whatever the score is, whatever the result is, it's posted and it's made public. And to me, that is where you learn about what you really need to be working on. And it could be that, all right, I've got that thing figured out, or I don't have that thing figured out, or you know what, there's something else that I really should have been working on. I wasted all the last 6 months getting ready to get ready, and I really should have been working on this other part of my game. And so I think what happens here is that the thing that holds us back is really an excuse. And I should say the thing that holds us back to get started is an excuse for being concerned that you might not be able to achieve that result that you want. And in this case, if it's a dry January, or if you're deciding, you know what, I'm going to cut out ice cream for the month of January, or I'm going to cut out wheat for the month of January, or whatever it is. But it's like we kind of have these, well, I've got to prepare for this thing. And it ends up being an excuse to not getting started. So look, I know this stuff's not easy, right? If there's something on that list that, and let me actually bring up the list. Here we go. The list is here, right? And the 10th thing is just, you got to fill in the blank there. Maybe there's something that I haven't listed here that you ought to be giving up for the next 31 days. And I'm telling you, if it's just one thing, there's going to be, especially caffeine right here, right? If you're going to give up caffeine for a month just to see what you feel like after 31 days, then for a lot of us, it's, there's a negative physical response to that from caffeine. And so you're probably going to go through some cravings. You're going to white knuckle it for a while. And I just want to tell you that I am here as your wingman, your wing guy, your accountability partner, if you need some help, because it's been proven, and that proven, I guess, is kind of a hypey word, but it's certainly been demonstrated and shown that a lot of people, when they're trying to make a change, when they're trying to build some new habits, when they've got someone else that they can talk to about it, when they've got a group, whatever it is, that it makes it easier. So look, if you want some help during the month of January, or if you want to start today, if you've been waiting around since the first to kind of go, well, I got to figure it out before I really get started, then if you want to get started today, go for the next 31 days, I'm your guy. I'm right here. All you got to do is either direct message me on Facebook, let me know what you're trying to work on, and I'll tell you right then and there. Cool, great. I'm here to hold your hand for the next 31 days if you need that. Maybe not every day. If you do on a daily basis or 2 times a day, direct message me or shoot me an email, brent@webtennis.com. So guys, with that said, hope this message today helps. And as always, I'm going to see you tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be the 9th. Yes. Get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Stop with the social media divisive posts. We don't need that. Just stop it. Thank you. All right, guys, get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, we will do this again tomorrow. Thanks.